What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you, and it's another Saturday night, but tonight we are going Saturday night dirt track racing live with the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series. That's right, at Bristol Motor Speedway, Thunder Valley, the last great Coliseum, but oh, by the way, with a couple feet of dirt between the track and the surface. So how about this? Got that scoring pylon up there on the left-hand side with everybody that'll be out there. Should have just about all 20 guys. So far, Samuel Archibald leads James Sellner and Caleb Shelton in the running order with old Mr. Bryan, Dakota Bryan, that is in his number 53 Toyota right now, sitting P number 4. See if we can't catch up with Philip Bridgman now, as I believe he's out there also. Yeah, there he is, throwing that number 48 slideways. You see that right front pickup just a little bit planted on the inside and really trying to, get this thing to turn the corner. But how about this? Turning right to go left. If anybody out there caught the Cars movies, you know exactly what we're talking about when old Doc Hudson tried to teach the young buck the ways of the dirt. So definitely hope everybody out there is doing all right. Merry Christmas coming up in just about a week's time. Talking about Christmas and all that. These guys will be off for 2 weeks after tonight's race. I'll actually show you what that schedule looks like. Here you go. So Bristol Dirt, and when we come back on January the 7th, we'll be turning 100 laps at Auto Club. And if you haven't heard already, yeah, the heavy equipment has moved into that very, very fast 2-mile track, and they have started to tear that place up. So try to catch it while you can before it becomes the next great short track, which I guess we'll have to see how that works. 9 hard up into the outside wall, and that Napa Auto Parts machine will have to do a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of internal digging, if you will, see exactly what he will be capable of. Was not able to complete a lap. We'll have to see if he comes on back out and gets that thing right. So far, only 8 guys have taken time. As you can see, Archibald still leading with Sellner, Shelton, Bryan, Deutscher, Bridgman, James Bryan, and Austin Moore. The first Bryan up there was Dakota Bryan in the 53. Next is the 55 Team Toyota for James Bryan. We've got a Canadian, and we've also got an Australian in the house tonight. Dion Johnson down there in his number 78 Ford Mustang GT. When's the last time you ever thought about taking a Ford Mustang GT Bajaing in the dirt? Me personally, never. But these guys, hey, why not, right? Let's do it up while we can. I cannot wait for this. This race will be 50 laps, all green flag. Caution laps will not count whatsoever. And what a way to send it off before the holidays. I don't think there is much better of a way. And I'm glad to be here with it to show you everything that Bump and Run has in store for you just before the holiday break. Talking about that holiday break, the IROC series is off until, I believe, January the 5th. These guys are off until the 7th. Turned out for what? Also off. So, yeah, everybody's making sure that all their drivers, league admins, owners, and all that have time to do what they need to do with their family. So, all right, so there we go. 22 guys will start this race. Have to see how many will finish it, but let's go ahead and clear the boards, and let's take you through your grid right now. So Samuel Archibald in that number 14 is going to start P number 1. P number hold on, I'm trying to get some info up here for you. All right, so there we go. So yeah, Samuel Archibald, he's going to start P number 1 in his number 14. James Sellner Jr. in his number 43. Caleb Shelton in his number 73 P3. P4 Dakota Bryan. Zach Deutscher in his number 5, taking that 88 all the way around this dirt track. P6 going to be Kyle Heath in P13. I'm sorry, in his number 13. P7, the 48 of Philip Bridgman, one of the last we saw to go on out there. The P8 car is 55 for James Bryan. P number 9 is going to be Austin Moore in his 45. P10 to round out row number 5, talking about the 20 of Jacob Carter. P11 is going to be the 24 of Jason Adams. And to round out row number 6, you're talking about the number 9. We saw have a few issues in qualifying for Cameron Smith. Going back through the second half of this field, it looks like Brandon Moore in that number 47 starting P13. Round out row number 7, looks like Joshua Small. P15, Matthew Hunsaker in his number 37. P16, Aaron Bradford in his 95. P17, talking about the 51 of Justin Steves. Then Dion Johnson in his number 78, sitting P18. Row number 10 is going to be Jim Coleman'sberger in his 11. P20, Richard Johns Sr. 21st is going to be Brian Huntley Jr. in his 23. And Jerron Carver in his number 42 to round out this 22-car field. So from 1st to 22nd, 11 rows deep, we're about to take this thing green flag racing. And again, everybody, welcome aboard. All right, so let's get ready to get muddy. I'm sure we're going to see that pace truck go ahead and pull off here in just a moment, and we'll be underway. All right, so there you see the pace truck. It's going to go ahead and pull off. Barney's got the green flag well in hand. We are dirt tracking. Let's go. .14 on the inside of the 43. 43 is going to go way on up there. Try to get a good run off. 73 is going to go ahead and take over P2. So already up one spot. And let's actually go ahead and switch on over to your scoring pylon rather than the ticker. That way it's a little bit easier to see exactly where everybody's at as this race moves on. There we go. Working lap 3 of 55. Again, only green flag laps count, and so far doing all right. Samuel Archibald started P1. Here he is in this Visa number 15, and he's going to go ahead and try to set sail. Let's actually jump on board with this driver. Actually, let's jump on board with P number 2. So the number 73 for Caleb Shelton, and see exactly just how busy his hands are inside that cockpit, working his way around this half-mile dirt track. Let's go. Steer right to go left and go straight coming off of the second half of these corners. So there you go. And they're already putting cars a lap or more down. So how about these guys? Oh, 14's around. Oh, 73 is going to get rear-ended as well. It is a pile-up in the corner. The 43 Tide Ride into the back of a few as well. You see the 20 just about lose it. And will they? Yep, they're going to be able to get traction to come up and off the banking here. Even though there's a whole lot of dirt here, there is still a few degrees of banking all the way around this place. So it looks like Caleb Shelton, Jacob Carter, and a few others had something to do with this. And we were riding right with P2 when all of that kicked off. So let's catch up with Samuel Archibald and pick up on the action. Let's go ahead and switch this camera angle over. That way we get the best possible view. There we go. And let's go ahead and play it from here. And he blinked out just in time. So let's go ahead and switch that on over to the 73. And we'll go ahead and back that on. Nope, I said the 73, not the 24. There we go. And we'll go ahead and back that on up. All right. I'm not sure if the 73 got into the 14 because he was blinking or exactly what that was, but let's find out right now. 73 hard in the corner, making up a lot of time because the 14's got to get around the 51. And yeah, that's what it was. The 14, he blinked out. The 73 didn't know where he was, got rear-ended, and that was when all calamity broke loose in that corner. Very, very unfortunate for everybody in that scenario. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so it looks like the 43, he's going to go ahead and assume the lead. Kyle Heath's going to be P2. Zach Deutscher, P3. And just before that caution had come out, Jacob Carter in P4, up 6 spots. He had actually gone ahead and laid down the fastest lap of the race so far. Whether he's able to hold on to that, we'll see. But hey, we'll see how this all plays out. Light to top, the pace truck are out. It'll be making the beeline towards pit lane coming up very, very soon. Pop Bear out there in chat says, "Hello, Pete. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Definitely appreciate it." And we're about to go back green flag racing right now. Coming to the attention of old Mr. Barney. One more time. Let's go. All right, so you see the 13 of Kyle Heath able to get on by up on the high side. 43 P2. They got the 20 sitting P3 in his Toyota. And then P4 is going to be Zach Deutscher with Philip Bridgman. Dirt Racers says, hell yeah. Asphalt Racers understanding it only for getting their dirt is for racing. All righty. Mike Kinsley, what up? New league you're calling. Yeah, Mike, this is the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series. Tonight from Bristol Dirt, and so far we've had one caution, 55 laps on tap for tonight. Only green flag laps count. So yeah, they will complete all 55 laps with the green flag in the air. And what do you say we kind of go through the field, show you the sights and sounds of Bristol Motor Speedway with this brown, strange substance that's making all these guys turn right to go left. In fact, you know what? Let's we were on board with the leader before. Let's see how this 13 is able to get around this place. I mentioned, old Doc Hudson, sharing the ways to get around on dirt. Turn right to go left. Let's show you exactly what we mean. And if you're not a fan of dirt like me, well, you're about to find out exactly what we're talking about. Let's go. There you go, having to turn a whole lot of right to go left, getting the rear end digging and getting the front end pointed in the right direction. All the way hard over. We're not talking about steering a ship either. We're talking about steering a 650 horsepower machine around a half-mile dirt track, which, when it's all asphalt, called Thunder Valley. I'm assuming that the dirt is going to take a little bit of that sound away. But man, what a great view. What a great job by all these guys. Mike Kinsley says, gives me anxiety watching these cars on dirt. Buddy, you are not kidding whatsoever. Not kidding at all. So the 20 of Jacob Carter able to assume the lead, up 9 spots originally from where he started. Kyle Heath, P2. James Sellner back here in P3. What do you say we go ahead and take you all the way through the field and introduce you to all these drivers, maybe even a little bit of where they come from. Let's start with Jacob Carter up front from Coleman, Alabama, I believe. That might be Iowa. No, Iowa is IA, so I'm going to guess that's Alabama. So Jacob Carter there in his number 20, again right now in the lead. Kyle Heath right now P2 from Gilbert. He's a Auburn University fan, and looks like caution is out. So caution number 2 looks like Richard Johns is going to have something to do with this. Let's go ahead and clear the boards and see if we can find out exactly what happened with Richard Johns. Looks like it might have been a little bit of a self-spin, and then iRacing caught it. Cameron Smith might have been involved just a little bit later on. But let's go ahead and find out exactly what happened here with Richard Johns right now. So there you see the 16 on the bottom trying to stay out of traffic's way. Maybe a little bit too much throttle, not exactly sure. Oh, that's what it was. Caught the tire barrier with the left front. Tried to back up. Did somebody wreck while trying to get on by him, or did he collect someone when he's backing up here? Nope. So whatever happened with Cameron Smith was by himself. Let's see if we can find out what happened with him. So Cameron Smith up high in that number 9. He sees one car down low. It looks like him and the Good Wrench machine almost get together, and then he blinked out. So I'm going to guess that maybe iRacing caught that as the issue. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so the 20 of Jacob Carter is leading. The lights atop the pace car are on. Jacob Carter is down there in CMS Motorsports. Let's see if we can't get a quick word with him right now. Jacob Carter, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in at number 20. Jacob Carter, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that 20?
Got a copy.
All right, bud. Well, man, you're able to get on by and take the lead, start seeing some possible lap traffic in the not so far distance. How you feeling about the track, and what are the conditions like for you?
For a little bit, it was actually pretty grippy, and then it's starting to slick up where everybody's been running. So it actually feels pretty great, which last year I won this, so maybe this year we can get another one.
Well, man, I definitely pull for you. See the lights atop the pace truck just went off. Can you keep the field in your rear view?
I'm gonna hope and try.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back with your CMS Motorsports teammates. Good luck. I would say keep the shiny side up, but man, these things are getting covered in mud. Good luck. Go get them.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it. All right, so we got him back with his CMS teammates. Let's go ahead and bring back your scoring pylon and everything that you need to keep up with these drivers. And man, it's gonna be a lot of fun all night long. I can't wait. Working lap 17 of 55. Green flag's back out. Let's roll. 20's going to go ahead and throw it in. You see very, very up close how he's having to... Oh, caution's going to fly again. So third caution on the night. And let's see if we can find out exactly who's involved in this one. Looks like this one's going to be a big issue in the back. Just after that green flag went, looks like Jerron Carver, Josh Small, Justin Steves, Dakota Bryan, and Matthew Hunsaker are going to be part of this one. So let's find out where that is. And definitely big thank you to everybody that's out there. I see some out there in Twitch and some in Facebook. Definitely, if you're out there on YouTube or Twitter or through the iRock channel on Roku, big thank you. Thanks for coming out again. So let's find out exactly what happened with Mr. Small and a few others. Widen out the scene again. And let's go. So you see the 28 back here. Everybody going hard into the corner. 28 up high. You see a couple getting loose just ahead of him. Up on the wall. Is there just nowhere to go? Slight contact. So it looks like the 45. 45 is Austin Moore. So let's see if we can find out exactly what happened with Austin Moore first. Looks like as we come in, he's already in the thick of it. So let's back this up. And he's going to collect the back end of the 53. So let's go ahead and stop it there. And we'll play it. Green flag's out. Going into turn number 1, 53 down low. He had to check up maybe just a little bit for the 48. 45 can't get on the binders. Sends the 45 hard into the outside wall. And several others just trying to get on by. But man, hey, it's all about the position, right? It's all about the points. Let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, so lap 18 of 55, third caution on the night. 20 is still leading, and the pace truck's going to go ahead and pull off again. So let's go back green flag racing again. Let's go. How about that 3-wide racing a little bit further in the back? Just ahead, I believe, of this 88. So let's check in with, there we go, with Dion Johnson, Caleb Shelton, and James Bryan. Good racing right here. Let's kind of widen this out a little bit. Maybe take it on up to the chopper. There you go. So there you see from about P2 on back, and every single one of these guys, trying to gain every bit of position they can, because they know when they need to throw it in and make it slide, they don't want to be around anybody, and they don't want to get collected from the rear like we've seen a couple of other times tonight. 48 keeping that machine down low. 38 wowing it up as the 55. He's going to come on up, and we just saw what happened live right there. 38 checked up for the wall. 55 nowhere to go. And he goes around after trying to avoid, actually that's not the 38, that's the 78 rather, of Dion Johnson. And the car that ran into him, this one right here, James Bryan. Alright, so there's no need to go back and watch that replay because we saw exactly what happened. But it looks like after the fact there was actually a lot of cars collected. We talked about the 55, that's going to be, no, not the 55. Well, anyway, let's pick up with Jacob Carter and see what his view of all this was. All right, so his view wasn't nearly what I thought it would be. Let's go with Dion Johnson. All right, that's already after the fact. So unfortunately, the replay did not spool, so we'll go ahead and bring it back live. So the fourth caution of the night, again, caution laps do not count. So they're just working lap 22 of 55, getting closer and closer to halfway. And talk about closer and closer to halfway, I'm going to go ahead and put this link out there over on the other iRock channel. Which, by the way, iRock now has 4 channels that you can watch almost at any given time. I'm going to put this link out there. There is a Toys for Tots charity race going on with Richard Hurst, Amanda Joe, and Chris Scala. And that is the link that they've got going on for the Toys for Tots charity. If you can give, please do. They've got a YouTube channel up right now, and they've also got another Twitch channel up to call that race. They're running a full race from Homestead Miami Speedway. So yeah, that's right, a full race in the swamp. Definitely make sure you go on over, check them out. Yep, no, I do not buy any kind of subs or anything like that, so you can get lost with that. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it on back up. Aaron Bradford and company getting ready and getting set to go back racing. All right, so there we go. From the blimp cam, you see everybody lined back up 2 by 2. Lights atop the pace truck should be out, so they'll be coming to the attention of Barney here in just a moment. There you go, pulling off. Barney has the field. Green flag's back up. We're back green flag racing. '20 again, doing a great job throwing it sideways. I think he might have had to hold that one just a little bit longer than he wanted to. And I imagine as this track is getting darker and darker, it's getting slicker and slicker. So he said that the conditions he felt were pretty good. So he's pretty happy with the way things are working out for him. Absolutely. Go ahead. I didn't realize that my phone was still up, so let me go ahead and turn that down. That way you guys are not interrupted with everything that's going on in this little handheld. But again, Caleb Brown, thank you very much for the like. Good to see you again, Shadow. Hope to be able to talk to you again very, very soon. And thank you, sir. All right, again, so I put the link to the Arcs Jingle Jam out there in chat. Again, guys and gals, if you can donate, please go on over, follow that link. I'll put it up there again just in case you joined the race. 20 of Jacob Carter absolutely leading in his Toyota. James Sellner, Kyle Heath rounding out P2 and P3. Let's try to go through the field one more time. There are a few guys that actually scratched that. Looks like caution's going to go ahead and fly again on lap 27. So just as we get to halfway, the caution is going to go ahead and fly for the 5th time this evening. And it looks like Austin Moore is going to have something to do or something to say about this yellow. Pace truck has collected the field. Let's go ahead and again widen out the view and let's see what Austin Moore knows. So it looks like he's up on the high side, just nowhere to go. 48 and a 55 get collected. Both of them end up in the water barrels. But that obviously started before Austin Moore came into view of a car spun around. So let's see if Mr. Brian Huntley has anything to show us. Brian Huntley a little bit further in the back. 78 made contact with the outside wall, and it looks like that's how everybody else got in contact, just because a couple of guys, trying to avoid the wall, and that's the way it is on dirt. While there's where you see the 23 right now, there is a decent cushion up there. But that you can see where the black line is about halfway down the banking. That's where most everybody has wanted to be. So, yeah, there you go. Let's go ahead and bring it back live again. Again, big thank you to everybody that's out there. If you haven't already, please go on up, smash that follow, hit the subscribe. If you're on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or iRock TV through Roku, thank you very much for your patronage. Welcome back. I will be doing a I will be doing a thank you stream very, very soon. Last Sunday, during the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series race, I was able to surpass, with all of y'all's help, 1,000 followers on Twitch. This 3+ year journey out there. Hey, when you're only streaming one type of action, when you're not a multi-game streamer, when you don't have a whole bunch of people jumping on your channel, it's kind of hard to move on up in the Twitch numbers. But yeah, over the different leagues, the different community competitions, and everything else, able to pass 1,000 followers on Twitch. So we're gonna maybe go pick up some die casts, maybe some gift cards and things like that. And we're going to do it upright, just as I've done in the past. So big thank you to everybody again for all of your help over these last few years when broadcasting these races, whether it's on the Xbox console with NNR or wherever it's been since then. Turn Down for What, Shake and Bake, right here with Bump and Run, Shadow Racing, NAOR. I sent out a tweet earlier this week and ended up getting like 35 likes, bunch of different comments, and it's always good to see those comments and see some of the memories that are shared and all that. So again, big thank you. Definitely appreciate it. All right, so looks like the lights atop the pace truck are out. He's going to come on down. Barney's got the green flag in hand again. Starting lap number 28. Let's go. Looks like the 20 has a little bit more of a challenge. You got the 43 Tide Ride up on the outside. 20's going to go around. So the leader going around, not quite able to hold on to it as strong as he's been. And caution is going to go ahead and fly. Working lap 29. Very interesting. And there wasn't any contact from the 43. Just put a little too much wheel into it. I'm not going to knock the guy. I know I personally cannot do any better. None whatsoever. All right, so no need to go back for that one. Looks like James Sellner up here in this 43. Let's see if maybe we can catch driver of the Tide Ride. Well, where is old Mr. Sellner? See if he's available to chat right quick. There he is. He's down there in TSK Motorsports. So let's go ahead and bring him on up. Mr. Sellner, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got that 43 Tide Ride up to P number 1 after the 20 kind of looped it around. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. I got you. How you doing?
I am all right. We're working lap 29 again, or 28 rather. Only green flag laps count. Now that you've got the clean air, you're going to be the first one to see that pace truck pull off. You will have nobody in front of you. The rest of the field now behind you. Can you keep it up in the somewhat clean air as we're migrating our way through this 55-lap race from Bristol on dirt?
I'd like to think so, but Kyle Heath is a hell of a driver. He does really well. Zach's been pretty good. Dakota as well. Before Jacob did, there's a couple other guys coming to the pack. I've got a heck of a challenge on my hands still, but hopefully this Tide Ride can get it done and put this 43 in victory lane where it belongs.
All right, buddy, I'll get you back down. I would, like I told the 20 earlier, I would tell you to keep that thing clean and green, but I don't think there's very many clean cars out there. I believe you were with TSK Motorsports, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll get you back with your teammates. Good luck. Go get them. And maybe we'll be talking to you a little bit later for a great podium finish.
Well, let's hope so.
There you go, buddy. All right, so we got him back with his teammates as they start to double file back up. Again, big thank you to everybody that's out there on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and the iRock TV channel through Roku. If you've got a Roku device or a Roku TV, scroll on over, search out iRock TV. The logo will look just like what you see there on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. And, man, all kinds of content from leagues, communities, clubs, POV streams, all kinds of content out there. Let's get back. Let's get going. Barney's going to set him off. Green flag. Oh, 53 getting a little bit of contact from the 73. 88 and 13. They're going to be side by side right behind him, throwing it off into the corner. Little sideways again. 13 getting knocked up track in the 73, and now the 75 duel this out. 3 wide across the line. 53 in the middle, 13 up high. There goes the 73 on the bottom side. Him and Deutscher gonna make a little bit of contact. Now back single file behind them. But will the 53 throw it in, try to thread the needle? 88 all the way down, dropping it down the banking. And man, Deutscher doing everything that he can to try to find some grip, try to find some run off the corner. And man, what a great display right there of absolutely going all kinds of slideways here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Working lap 24 to go now. And as it also says there right next to it, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. These guys got a 2-week break right after this race tonight. The same thing with Turn Down for What? The same thing with iRock TV and their Xfinity series that Byron Jones has been joining me for over these last several weeks. They've only got the Lady in Black and then Homestead Miami Speedway to round out their season. But oh, by the way, after that, they've got Season 6 coming up. And when we have the next caution, I'm not going to say if, when we have the next caution, I'm going to show you a little bit of a teaser about that. If you only had to pay $100 to possibly walk away with $5K, and you're good on, in these iRacing, series, Cup, Truck, Xfinity, and all that, would you bet $100 on yourself to possibly walk away with the lion's share of $5K? 43 still leading this thing in this Tide ride. I tell you, there's just something about those Tide colors that just bring back all kinds of great memories. 53 of Dakota Bryan right now P2. Kyle Heath right now P3. Behind him, it is just a hornet's nest. Let's look back from him, and we'll switch on back to Caleb Shelton. You see a few more back there. Whoa, Zach Deutscher really had to avoid those barrels going down pit road. You see him. You see that number 20 Haviland machine trying to work his way back up through traffic. That's going to be Jacob Carter after leading several laps. And there he is, Zach Deutscher again, all the way up high. 20 trying to grab any kind of grip and see if he can't clear Zach. Pulling to his inside, widening out that wheel just a little bit, opening it up. Going to go in slideways, side by side. 20, 88's going to make contact with the outside wall. That should give the 20 the clear advantage. And you see more cars down on the bottom. Maybe not so good on dirt. Just going to try to do what they can all the way around this place. You hear Jacob Carter on that throttle. Wah, wah, wah. That's it. Oh, caution is out. Rossi74 out there on Twitch says, Bristol on dirt, never saw road cars on dirt. Well, yeah, there you go. Why not? Take these Cup cars as part of the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series to Bristol Motor Speedway, lay down a couple feet of dirt all the way around this half-mile track, and why not? There you go. Rossi, welcome aboard. All right, so we talked to James Sellner earlier in this 43 Tide ride. Right now, Dakota Bryan in that 53 right behind him. And his looks like, well, it's kind of shuffling a little bit on me. I'm going to guess maybe some people, this seems to happen with SDK on the road courses. James Bryan and company. And there we go. Now we're going to be able to work our way back through. And Dakota Bryan with the lights on the pace truck. Let's see if we can maybe find him and pull him on up. See what he's thinking about this dirt race here from Bristol. Where are you at, Dakota? There it is. Dakota Bryan, it is repeated up in the booth, bud. Keeping an eye on that 53. Now you've got the 43 right in your sights while we've got you up on from the chopper. How you feeling about the second half of this race? Can you get up there, or the last 16 laps? Can you get up there and take it all for yourself?
Well, I'm not sure. We're having a good race so far. I had to drive through the field a couple times, but it hadn't been too bad. We'll see what this track's got left and how much we got left in the tank to compete with this 43.
What we've got left, we haven't heard that yet. What we've got left in the tank, do you have enough to go the distance, or will you have to pit in these closing 17 laps?
Nah, we should have just enough to make it to the end for this one.
All right, so 55 laps is on tap. Remind me of which team you're with, and I'll get you back down, sir.
No gas racing.
No gas. So what a fitting conversation about having to save enough fuel to be able to make it to the rest of the way. Good luck. Go get them. You're starting on the outside. I see the lights atop the pace truck are out. Go get them.
Thanks, guys.
You got it. All right, so No Gas Racing riding at P number 2. So he says he should have just enough to go the full distance. So you got to figure 55 laps of green flag racing. Never mind what they're spending during the caution. I didn't think about that earlier. So green flag's back out again. Let's go racing. .43, all kinds of slideways going in. And yeah, they are absolutely having to crank on that wheel in order to get these things to turn. Look at the mud slinging behind. 73 really up high, wide, and handsome. Trying to dig as much as he can off of that cushion. Made a little bit of contact with the wall that time. But no harm, no foul. Able to just kind of bounce off the cushion and keep it moving. So Rossi, you think you can give this a try? Can you sling these NASCAR Cup cars around Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt as you see that black line kind of widening out? 20's going to go around again. He's on the inside wall. 14 to go. Next time by. So the 20 again going around. I think he might have had a little bit of help that time. Let's see if we can't pick up with driver 20. I believe that is going to be Jacob Carter and ride along with him. Let's actually stop that right quick. Let's switch this over. That way we're not missing a thing, and we'll go ahead and play it. Oh, no, he just had too much wheel in it from the get-go. Tried to miss those barrels, cranked it too much to the right, collecting one or two others. But on the low side, all iRacing had to see was that there was a machine facing the wrong direction. Got it righted, grabbing a gear, trying to get that thing rolling again. And the 20, while he showed a whole lot of possibility to finish inside a podium position earlier, now finding himself all the way in the back. Very unfortunate for this Mobil 1 Toyota. All right, so Jacob Carter, James Sellner rather. He is still leading. Dakota Bryant in his 53. We just talked to him. Kyle Heath now rocking P number 3 in this Me Marie Designs. Let's take a look, see if we can find Kyle Heath. There he is, actually part of BFR Motorsports. Kyle Heath, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got that number 13 Me Marie Designs sitting P number 3. I mean, this top two, they really had a jump on that loud pedal last time we went green. Will you have anything for them when we go back this time?
I'm trying to stay with them. They about had a little incident right in front of me right there for that caution, and I thought I was going to take advantage of it, but the caution kind of, folded up on that one. So I don't know. I'm hoping we can just kind of get in rhythm and keep going.
Yeah.
We
were just talking to the 53 a moment ago, just before this caution fluid. He was hoping that he was going to be able to have enough gas to finish this out. And I didn't think, 55 laps on dirt, no issue. But when you're mixing in the caution laps, will you have enough gas to go the distance, or is that something that you're not willing to share?
Plenty of gas.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it was a member of No Gas Racing, so I guess you just got to kind of add that level of drama. All right, buddy, we'll go ahead and we'll get you back on down. I believe you were with BFR Motorsports. Wish all your teammates good luck, and in case I'm not speaking with any of them for a podium spot, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yep. You too.
Thank you, buddy. All right, so he's back down with his teammates, and what a way to kick this off. Let's bring it on up to the chopper. Green flag is back out. You see Barney waving that rag. Let's go. $53 up high, 43 down low. Zach Deutscher way up high. 23 is going to go ahead and follow him. 13 getting up in front of Deutscher. He's got the run off. Will he have the run going through the middle? 43 way up high. 53 in the middle. 13 is going to go ahead and try to cut it down. 88, 73 contact. 73 into the barrels. Caution's going to fly. All right, so caution is out again. We'll have 11 laps remaining. Hey, cautions breed cautions. Everybody wants to win the one and only dirt race on the season. Bristol Motor Speedway by itself is considered a crown jewel race. They just want to grab the W. All right, so let everything cycle on through again. 43, Selner, Dakota Bryan, Kyle Heath, Zach Deutscher sitting P number 3. Let's see if we can't find old Zach. Zach Deutscher sitting down there with Bridgman Motorsports. So let's go ahead and see if we can't bring him on up to the Bump and Run broadcast booth. Zach, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that 88 quick dry machine.
Yes, I do.
Man, I've watched you way up high with a big old swing down low. Can you get it done from P4 with, what do we got, 12 laps remaining in 2022, I guess you could say, considering that we're going to have a week off for Christmas and then a week off for New Year's. Can you seal the deal before we go on a season's break?
Oh, that's a good question. I sure hope so. We were going to try our best.
Well, looking at your info right now out of Kewanee, Wisconsin, depressed, crazy, and possibly insane. Hey, it is what it is, man. Good luck. Go get them. And you were with BFR Motorsports, right?
Bridgman, yeah, Bridgman.
That's right, Bridgman. So I'll get you. That's right, with Philip Bridgman and company. I'll get you back down there, man. Hey, go get them.
Thank you, buddy.
You got it. I think I might have just dropped them in the wrong room. Where is he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Let me go ahead and get him where he's supposed to be. All right, he's back where he needs to be. We're back where we need to be. Let's go ahead and widen out this view again. Apologize for that. All right. So what do you think? 12 laps to go. 43, 53, 13, and the 88 with the 23 back there. A whole lot of threes up here in the top 5. 43 is going to go ahead and grab that loud pedal, grab a gear. 53 up on the high side, 88 way up high. He's going to grab the 23. They're going to go around, and they're going to collect the back half of the field. Caution is out one more time. Still piling in on the top left-hand side of your screen. All right. 10 laps to go. I think I'm going to owe that 88 a big apology when it's all said and done. Hopefully not, this wasn't a case of broadcaster's curse or whatever they like to call it. But just waiting on the field to cycle through, and we'll go ahead and jump back with everybody else again. In the meantime, let's go back with Richard Johns and kind of watch that as it unfolded. And it looks like we're going to have to rewind this the old-fashioned way. All right, so this is actually going to be a good car to roll through because he saw just about everything. Let's go ahead and play it out. On the throttle, this number 16 Alsco Uniforms Camaro going into turns 1 and 2. He's going to see them all stack up right in front of him. 3 wide. Plus, you see Deutscher going around. Everybody going low. He's going to get just a little bit. Oh, you're able to sneak on by. And you see everybody right there in front of him. So he saw every bit of that happen. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right. So system trying to figure out who is in the lead. Right now it's saying Huntley is on pit road, so James Sellner in the 43 is going to go back to P1. Dakota Bryan, Kyle Heath, Jaron Carver now sitting P number 5. Since we went back on the replay, we won't bring this driver up to the booth. If we have another caution, maybe we'll go ahead and grab them. They are still single file, but I have no doubt in my mind that that'll change here in just a moment. Guys, gals, earlier I posted the link to the Toys for Tots PayPal page. That is a race that's going on between iRock TV on one of the alternate channels, as well as on Twitch and YouTube, between Amanda Joe, Chris Scala, and I forget his name. I apologize, but yeah, that's a full distance race over between those 3 channels from Homestead Miami Speedway, full 400 miles, 3-hour race plus. I mean, it's 230 something laps if I'm not mistaken. But if you can, please, Toys for Tots, there's the link out there in chat again. If you can give, please, it's get into the holiday spirit, and they will absolutely appreciate anything that you can donate towards the cause. If I can, I'll try to find the link to the YouTube or to the Twitch stream, and I'll put that out there as well. Plus, if it's all rolling, when this is all said and done, I'll go ahead and raid that channel as well. But green flag's back out, 43, 53, 13, and look at this 20. Somehow the 20 of Jacob Carter trying to find his way back into the mix. Let's go ahead and widen this out with the 20, see what he's going to be able to do from P4. And man, what a comeback. If this guy can come back with the help of a couple cautions and try to get into one of the podium spots, or maybe even the lead, really throwing that thing all kinds of slideways, getting it to hook up, he'll be restarting from P4. Looks like Jim Coleman'sberger is going to have something to show regarding this caution. But how about this 20? How about him? All right, Aaron Bradford, Jim Coleman'sberger, Matthew Hunsaker, and James Sellner going to have something to do with all of this. Either that, or it's just the SDK and iRacing not exactly cooperating here with Bristol Dirt. But let's see what Jim Coleman'sberger has to show us. There he is up on the high side in that KFC number 11. See the 55 down low. 55 came up to avoid a wreck, and away they went. Whoa, what was that? Did y'all see a car just like take off? Be the next candidate for the SpaceX program. Who was that? Let me go ahead and rewind this manually, because I know I just saw that. My eyes are not playing that many tricks on me. All right, so that's going to be the... Who is that? Is that the 88, maybe? I don't think so. Nope. Let's... Who? Nope, not him. It's not the 73. It's right in front of the 73. 48? No. No. Who is that? Okay, it's going to be Aaron Bradford. Let's see exactly how this plays out. We'll rewind this a little bit. I know I just saw him take off. Let's ride right here. See how this plays out. Inside wall, a little bit of and gone. Wow. All right then. Let's rewind that again. Let's stop that, and let's actually go on board. Let's jump into the cockpit with driver, and play it again. Kind of curious what he sees. And gone. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so let's see if I can find the info that I'm looking for. It looks like the lights atop the pace car are out, so we're going to be going back green flag racing in just a moment. That pace truck should be pulling off, and yeah, we're gonna stomp on that pedal and get going again. Going down the backstretch. 9 laps remaining here from Bristol Motor Speedway before the holiday break with these bump and run Cup Series drivers. Started the race just about an hour and 20 minutes ago. So 55 laps all under green. Cautions have definitely plagued them just a little bit. They're going to go back single file racing. Green flag's back out. 20 absolutely throwing it in, having to check up just a little bit not to turn the 13. So that's actually pretty gracious. With 10 laps to go, I don't know if I'd be doing that, but hey, that's true sportsmanship right there. 20, he's going to try to do everything that he can on and keeping it 100% legit. All right, caution number 7. Caution 12, with 7 laps to go. Richard Johns, Josh Small, and Justin Steves going to have something to say about this one. Let's see if we can pick up with Richard Johns right quick. There he is in the back in that Alsco 16. And going into the corner, you see the 28 come on down. That's going to send the 16 to the inside wall. 46, nowhere to go. 9 car then collects 28, 51, just woeing it up and slowing it up. He's going to roll into it, but stay damage free. 16 going to go ahead and right the ship, grab a gear, catch up to the back of the pack, and that is your next caution. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, let's take a quick look here. Okay, here we go. So let's, I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of links out there for you right now. Once this race is over, please feel free to join these. This is for the full Toys for Tots charity race that's going on over on Twitch and also on YouTube. After this race is over, we'll go ahead and we'll raid that Twitch channel and make sure that we can keep up with everything. It's through the SBRN, Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. All right, so what you think? 7 laps to go. Do these guys race it out clean and green? Well, except for the mud on the front of these things, or will cautions breed cautions for the remaining laps? What do y'all think? What's it going to be? Who's going to go ahead and grab the W? Will it be the 43 of Selner? Will it be Dakota Bryant sitting back here, P number 2 in his 53? Kyle Heath, P3 in his 13. Got a whole lot of 3s up here. Jacob Carter in this 20 after a huge comeback, after all the adversity that he has had to race on through. Pop Bear says at least 2 more cautions. Papa, I think you might be right, and I'm thinking it might be at least 2 green flag, or green white checkers. There we go. Pop Bear resubscribing for 10 months. Pop Bear, thank you very much for the resub. 10 months in a row. Thank you very much, sir. Definitely appreciate you. Again, you'll be able to catch Pop Bear in all of Turn Down for What after the holiday break. And man, what a season they have had so far. All right, so pace truck's off, green flag's out. Look at the jump the 20 got. But let's jump on up with the 43, and we'll jump in the booth, or I'm sorry, in the cockpit with him. See exactly how he's navigating this way around this half-mile dirt track. And look at how hard over he is on that right side, trying to get this thing rolling. 5 laps remaining here from Bristol to shut down 2022 before they come back right around January the 7th to start off 2023. And I'll show you their schedule again right now with the 13th caution in the air. Again, on January the 7th, we're gonna be live from Auto Club for 100 laps. So that'll be week 4. These guys just starting out. So there you have it. All right, so let's see if we can find out what happened with this caution. I believe this is going to have something to do with James Selner, Jacob Carter, and John Carver, one of the guys that we were going to talk to a little bit ago. But let's go ahead and change this out. And let's see if we can pick up with James Selner. Actually, it's not going to be James Selner because he's in the lead. So let's try with a couple more in the back. Let's try with Brandon. And nope, nothing there. Let's go ahead and rewind this. I think this is all after the fact. All right, so let's play that. There we go. You see this 47 a little bit further in the back. You see the 3 wide battle just ahead of him with the 73 in company. 73 is going to go ahead and throw it in. I know I just saw, was it the 55 of James Bryant down towards the wall. Go ahead and rewind it off of him. And he says no gas, boys. So no, it was actually another car painted similar to his. Yeah, coming up off the corner and making a little contact. There you see it on the left-hand side. It's going to be the 53. So the 53 is the one with the issue. That's going to be Dakota Bryan. And let's go ahead and rewind with him. 13 and 53. Looks like they weren't too happy with each other when it was all said and done either. Yep, there it is. Boom. Right into the driver's side door. Green flag's back out. Let's go ahead and bring it back live right now. 43 back on the throttle. And here we go. So now that 20 has moved up to P number 2. Selner, Carver. That is your top 3 right now. 4 more laps to go. So again, only green flag laps count. So I was just thinking, we're not going to have a green-white checker. We are going to race this thing out until we're done. 43-20 kind of taking the same exact lines but who is going to do it better than the next? Who's going to go ahead and make a mistake? This is the battle. 3 laps to go. 20 getting a good run up on the high side. Will he be able to do anything with that cushion up top? Stay in the throttle a little bit too much, having to go ahead and straighten it out, woe it up, and then get back in it. That might have just been it for the 43. I don't know if the 20 can catch up. Caution's out. 14th caution on the night. Dion Johnson, a little bit further in the back, is going to have something to say or to do with this. Let's see if we can pick up with Dion, and let's roll. Oh, just kind of getting clipped by the 88 of Zach Deuscher. Here comes the 47 along in company, and he's going to go ahead and let it go all the way down towards the inside wall, not to get collected by anybody else, and away he'll go. All right, so there you go. All right, so they had gone to 3 to go. But I'm gonna. Nope. Okay, we're gonna back it up. The timing and scoring is having a little bit of an issue calculating whether it's going to be 3 or 2 to go. You see it constantly, or it has changed a couple times on that scoring pylon. Again, Merry Christmas, and definitely hope everybody out there has a very happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Let's all speed into 2023. And see exactly what all this racing has in store. I'm going to play a teaser after this race is over. Decided not to do it during one of these cautions about Season 6 of the IROC Challenger Series that'll be starting off on February the 2nd. I asked it earlier, and I'll ask it again. Do you have enough confidence in yourself to be able to put $100 down on your iRacing abilities to possibly win the lion's share of $5,000? If you do, pay attention to the promo. I'm going to roll here once this is said and done, and we've talked to our top 3, because that is exactly what's coming up with the IROC Challenger Series February the 2nd. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that season is in the trucks. So they're running Season 5, or they're wrapping up Season 5 on January the 5th at the Lady in Black. And then the following week will be their championship run at Homestead, Miami. But yeah, Season 6 starting on 2/2, February the 2nd. $100 gets you in for with an 18 race season. The lion's share of 5K is up for grabs. All right, pace truck's in. We're going to go back. Green flag's back out. 43 first on the loud pedal. The 20 has renewed hopes to try to get back up there. 48 right now, P3. 73, P4. 48 kind of closing up just a little bit. Had to burp the throttle so we didn't drive into the driver's side door of the 20. The battle is on for P number 1. 48 P2, 73 P3. So we got a battle for P3. Battle for P1 though. Heating up. Can the 20 throw it in? Is the 43 going to give him too much room? They're going to make contact. 20's going to go into the wall. 48's going to take over P3. 73 is going to go ahead and try to take over P number 1. White flag is out. 73, Mr. Where did he come from? Only due to the contact. Checkered flag, 73 of Caleb Shelton. He's going to get it done here at the Bristol Dirt half mile. Goodbye 2022 race. Wow. 43's got to feel a bit dejected, but how about the 20 going around? He absolutely gave it all he could in order to take the W. Again, Bristol Motor Speedway, one of the crown jewel races. He just wanted the checkers. So you see the 73 down there. Let's go ahead and clear the boards for him. It's all his. Let's go. All right, and that's going to be all she wrote for Caleb Shelton in that number 73 Chevy Camaro. So big congratulations. But I got to show you something here right quick. All right, let me go ahead and bring back that scoring pylon one more time. And I'm going to show you the amount of Camaros that actually finished inside the top 10. 9 of the top 10 finishing spots, all Chevy Camaros. Look at this. So there you go. All Camaros, and that number 20 for Carter, rounding out your top 10. So Shelton, Sellner, Carver, Adams, Bridgman, Heath, Deutscher, Moore, Colemansberger, all Camaro, top 9. And the man that was fast all night long in that number 20 to bring it home, P number 10. All right, guys, I'm going to show you this promo while we get our top 3 into the booth. We will be right back. I promise. All right, guys, gals, we are back. So how about that? Again, would you be willing to put $100 down on your iRacing skills to grab the lion's share of $5,000? Again, season 6 for the iRock Challenger Series starts on February the 2nd. Are you able? All right, so jumping up with P number 3, driver of the 42, up 19 spots in his Chevrolet Camaro, talking about Jerron Carver. Jerron, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I tell you what, a whole lot of beating and banging going on. We were in the double-digit cautions on the night. How what did you think of this race? Is it kind of what you expected for Bristol Dirt, or were you expecting something different?
I was expecting exactly how it went. I knew it was going to be a long one. I knew there'd be cautions. Didn't expect double digits. But yeah, everything that happened, I pretty much saw coming.
Okay, so if you saw this coming, are you typically a dirt racer, or is this P3 finish a little bit of a gift for you?
No, I actually started racing dirt when I got onto the platform. So I kind of knew what to expect, lines changing, stuff like that. And the car drove similar to a late model. And so I already kind of carried that over, put throttle, carry the back end, let it direct where you want to go, and just full send.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that you say that it felt kind of like a dirt late model. Rossi74 out there in chat on the Twitch side earlier said never saw road cars on dirt. So it's kind of interesting to say that this this set or the way that these cars were set up felt like a dirt late model. So that's actually pretty interesting. All right, so this is the last race to shut down 2022. We're talking about Christmas next week, and then New Year's. We're going to come back, I believe, on January the 7th at Auto Club. So we're going to be back at a very, very fast, very drafty, super speed track. So we're going from dirt back to a very aero-dependent 2-mile track. I guess we could say that. you feeling pretty good about Auto Club, or are you going to have to kind of get back into the groove of things once we start back up again?
I feel pretty good. Definitely using this momentum, carrying through the 2 bye weeks. But yeah, I love Auto Club, so I'll be ready.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your P3 for this evening. Any friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there from that 42?
Yeah, just shout out to Selner who got me racing here with BNR. Shout out to Nick, our crew chief spotter, and everybody out there. Thank you for watching.
There you go. There you go. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up the full finishing results right now, right next to the scoring pylon. Congratulations again, John. We'll see you again in a couple weeks, and man, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, buddy.
All right, thanks. You too.
You got it. All right, let's see if we can find Mr. James Selner and go ahead and pull him up into the room. Selner started P2. You started P2, finishing P2 in that 43 Tide Ride. Man, there's just something about a Tide Ride that brings back all kinds of feelings of nostalgia. Congratulations on this runner-up. Man, you didn't lose anything. You didn't gain anything except for some great points before we shut down the year, or before we shut down 2022 anyway.
Yeah, it was a good points day. I didn't expect Carter to be below me the way he was on that, or up top, and I feel bad about getting into Mr. Carter. But it was a great team day. You just talked to my teammate Jaron there. The Tide Ride, that was actually an exact replica of Eric Jones's Tide Ride from last year. Nice. And that was actually put out by the GMS Petty organization. So I was trying to get Mr. Petty back in victory lane, but I guess we'll have to do that another day.
Well, I mean, you definitely had a shot at it, and then you and the 20 kind of collected, each other. Jacob Carter, he's gonna be the only car inside the top 10 that does not have a bow tie on the front or the back of it. The entire top 9. All Camaros, and then his Toyota right back where he started in P10. So that 20, he had to overcome a lot of adversity, but it was one hell of a battle between you and him for the lead. And then Caleb Shelton comes from out of nowhere in his 73 and takes the lead. If you could take that back, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I was seeing Carter was going to enter below me. And so I actually I went up. I didn't want to chop off his nose. I have too much respect for Mr. Carter on that, to do something of that nature. And so when I slid up, I expected him to stay on the bottom half of the track, and I tried to get back into the gas on the cushion to get, down the straightaway. Mm-hmm. And I got on it a little bit earlier. I got loose, and unfortunately, he slid up the track with me. And there was just nowhere for me to go. That's the only thing. I would have waited just another couple seconds to get back in the gas, because I think I could have got off the exit and still had a chance to win it. And so it's a good second place finish, but it's also a terrible second place finish. I would rather come in last than have something like that happen.
How much grip was there actually up on that high side? I saw a couple people try to get up there, but they were either getting too heavy on cranking the wheel to the left. Or maybe they weren't carrying enough speed all the way through. We did see that black line, that the groove kind of migrate a little bit higher and higher as the night got on, and of course that obviously means that the track is getting a little bit more slick. How much grip was up there, closer to the wall?
If you have some dirt experience and you can hit it right, you could be fast. But for me, even in my actual dirt racing in real life, when I ran, I was a bottom guy. I would have much rather have been on the bottom. And I think once again, if I would have cut his nose off, I would have, probably end up winning the race. But once again, I don't want to do that, and I feel terrible about it. But it was fast up top if you could hit it right, but you had to hit it right.
There you go. Well, man, big congratulations. Auto Club is next on the docket when we come back from the holidays break. So Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year, of course. You're looking forward to getting back on asphalt out in California, or you're going to have to put in a little extra time?
For the rest of the season, I'm not putting in extra time. I'm a dirt guy at heart, so this was my one chance of winning to get into the playoffs. Now it's all about collecting points and being a points collector for the rest of the season.
Well, man, I definitely wish you a
So-
whole lot of luck, and you can bet I'm sure sometime during the season I'll do my best to try to pull your 73 up. You finish right on where you started. I mentioned that before. So started P2, finished
Yes,
P2,
sir.
nothing gained, nothing lost, but huge points night for you. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there?
For one, my teammate Jaron Carper, like I said, you just heard from him.
Yep.
Great guy. He helps me out a lot. Nick Terry also kind of spots for me and keeps me cool. That's the other member of TSK. He doesn't race, but he's there for us. Kebab Paints. This wasn't a Kebab Paint, but I usually run Kebab Paints, which is my son. He does his own design work and stuff like that for these cars. And really, that's about it. You guys for hosting the broadcast. Brian for putting it on, and just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas out there that's watching.
There you go. All right, so let's bring up tonight's winner, talking about the one and only Caleb Shelton in the 73. Caleb, it's Repeat Bud up in the booth. You got a quick copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what. You hear in real life racing all the time, they're talking about Kevin Harvick. Where did he come from? Where did you come from in that 73, and what were you seeing out of that, out of the windshield when the 43 and the 20 made contact? Was it just like it was your turn to take over the lead right when it really matters? Leading the last lap out of, I want to say we had to have run close to 100 laps with the caution laps mixed in. What were you thinking when you saw the 43 and 20 collide?
Well, I was thinking that I'm glad that I'm at the bottom of the track right now, honestly. And the only reason I was down there was because I was racing with Brandon trying to take over third. I
Yep.
saw him make some contact up ahead of me, and I was like, okay, what's happening here? And then fortunately I was able to drive through it on the bottom, and then coming out of turn 4 there to the checkered, I was just trying to get the gas down, and I'm thinking, oh, come on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We watched the 43, go very high, and we saw the 22 is inside, and all of a sudden they collide, and you were like Johnny on the spot, and here you are grabbing the checkers to lock down the one and only dirt race in this bump and run season. Auto Club is in 2 weeks. Any special Christmas or New Year's plans for Driver 73?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Going to spend time with family and just hope to have good holidays and try to be back for that one.
Is dirt racing up your alley, or was this what'd you think about the finish tonight?
Well, the finish was awesome. I honestly can't believe that I won it because I'm not the greatest at dirt. I probably ran 120 laps of practice before the race, just trying to get prepared. And I did not feel like I was going to be all that fast. So the fact that I was able to recover from wrecking a few laps earlier and using my fast repair, just driving back up through there with all the spins and whatnot, it was a really slick track. So it was tough, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, man, huge congratulations on grabbing this W to close out 2022. Again, we're going to be back on January the 7th from Auto Club. I definitely, big congrats to you. Awesome points night. Any, friends, family, sponsors you need to get out, sir?
Nah, just thank my wife for letting me spend some time racing with everybody.
We've all got one of those, don't we? I tell you. Yep. They say beside every great man is a great woman.
Right.
There you go. All right, man. Congratulations. Great job. Good points
Thank
night.
you.
And yeah, we'll see you again at the start of 2023.
Yep, I'll be there.
There you go. All right, guys and gals, that is going to wrap it up. So Jaron Carver up 19 spots in his number 42. He's going to come home P number 3. James Sellner Jr. gets it done. Started P2, finishes P2. And Caleb Shelton in his 73 started P3, finishing P number 1. So he's able to go ahead and grab the one and only dirt victory here in this bump and run season. We're going to go ahead and try to get on over with that Toys for Tots charity race that's happening over on the SBRN channel right now. Please stay tuned if you can. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Give if you can. I'm sure they're going to have the link out there for you. And I'll probably see you over there myself. Have a very, very happy, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Get out with friends and family, and we'll see you in 2023. Later.
Thanks, Repeat.